X-Men Apocalypse 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Digital HD. Alright guys, here's the thing. I don't know how am I going to do this. Here's the problem. Since 20th Century Fox and Warner Brothers are being such beep, bleep, 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 bleep. You know what I mean? I have to bleep that out. They won't even let me show a blink of freaking footage. So the only way I'll try to do this, if I don't get blocked worldwide, the only way I'll try to do this is if I try to show you stills, paused stills of certain scenes in a movie, and then show you the point out the HDR detail and all that stuff if I can. Alright, so that's what I'm going to try to do here. So if video gets blocked, then you won't be able to see this video. I'll have to delete it. You know, I cannot guarantee you that this video won't get blocked, even though I'm not monetizing this. I'm not monetizing it, 20th Century Fox News Corporation. It's so stupid. And I don't think even if it's not even the studio, it's just the way YouTube it's set up. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of scenes paused. These scenes will be paused, and I'm going to show it to you, the detail of 4K and HDR, and point out certain things with HDR on and then without HDR and stuff like that. Okay, so bear with me here. And if the video gets blocked, well, guess what? You're never going to even hear or see this video. Okay? But before I start, let me just quickly show you my collection of 4K UHD Blu-ray movies that I have, in case you guys would like to know. I got about 20 of them. There they are. That's all of them. It's about 20 that I have. It's a pretty good collection, pretty hefty collection for a guy calling himself Mr. 4K upscaler. Not bad. Okay, so there it is. The X-Men Disc Ultra HD Premium. Holy shit. There it is. So, hopefully I won't get flagged. I'm gonna press this disc inside, click to close it, and then I'm gonna show you individual scenes, okay? Paused individual scenes, HDR on and then without HDR, okay? Alright, this is the menu intro of the X-Men Apocalypse, okay? This is how it looks. This is already on HDR mode. It supports HDR. So what I'm going to go ahead and do, I'm going to switch through some scenes here. I'm going to choose the best possible scene in a movie, and then I'm going to pause it. I'm going to pause it, and I'm going to keep pausing it and showing the difference between HDR on and no HDR, okay? Okay, here's a good scene right here where they're launching all these missiles. And clearly here you can see the benefit of HDR. And then I'm going to turn off the HDR mode, and then you guys will see the difference between having the HDR mode and not having the HDR mode. Okay, so in about 4 seconds, I'm going to turn off the HDR mode. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry guys, let's use this scene. This scene is better for HDR. See that helmet? Now I'm going to go ahead and turn on the HDR. This is without HDR, so I'm going to go ahead and turn on the HDR mode to see how good it looks, okay, in about 4 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, HDR, it's on right now, okay? And you clearly can see it right here. Let me go back to the same scene. Just give me 1 second. Okay, here's another good scene to show off the HDR right here. Remember, I cannot show you the footage. I cannot show you the sound, because if I do that, 20th Century Fox will block me immediately. I don't even know if this video is going to be able to to be shown. Even though I'm not monetizing this, I'm just using it for their benefit to advertise the movie and the HDR. So let me show you some more stills footages from the movie to kind of point out certain things. Here's another example of HDR right here. Clearly, you see is the reflection of that purple UV light and blue UV light that's coming out as a special effects. Truly pops up here in HDR in the background here. Okay, let's go through some more scenes, and I'll pause them and I still them so I can show you. Another great example of HDR right here of Mr. Apocalypse. You see how the darks are so deep, the blue color in the background, everything looks natural, like the reflection on the blue helmet, everything looks natural. So that's the beauty of HDR. Now let's go to another still here. Remember, this is from the movie, but I'm pausing it. I cannot show you the footage, and I cannot show you turn on the sound so you can hear it, otherwise I get flagged. Here's another good example of HDR right here. See how everything in the background here, it's naturally lit. It's like the blacks are deep, and here in the distance everything reflects naturally, like the light, everything's natural. So that's the beauty of HDR right there. Let's skip to another frame here on a scene. Here's another great still frame from HDR. Clearly you can see HDR says right here. Right here, this looks natural. The clouds in the background overshadowing the sunlight. Even this light right here. Look how deep the blacks are right here on this letterbox ratio of the screen. So everything looks more natural. So this is the benefit you are getting of HDR. Obviously, you guys cannot see the HDR. I'm just doing this to point out what I'm seeing so you guys understand. And I have to do it this way because otherwise 20th Century Fox will block me. Another great example of HDR is right here on the planet Earth. Everything looks natural and dark over here. And then sun obviously overshadowing the planet over here. Sunlight on that side of the planet. So it looks natural. Here's another example of HDR right here. Those 1000 nits definitely pop up right here. This is not bright. This is natural color, guys. This is easy on eyes. So there, I just want to point that out really quick. Another great example of HDR is here too. The reflection on his eyes overshadowing his nose. Everything here looks natural. Another great example here too as well. Deep blacks right here. Everything looks natural. This is like a natural light, man. Doesn't hurt your eyes. It looks perfect. And that's what HDR does for you. That's what those 1000 nits do. Of course, another great example of HDR is right here too. You see the reflection on a car and see how everything looks natural right here in the background in the trees. And even right here, like the deep blacks right there. The contrast ratio, it's perfect. And those 1000 nits and wide color gamut on this big giant TV definitely show up. Especially right here, you look in the background, see how the greens pop out. Even that, what is he eating? A Twinkle? Whatever the hell that is. Twinkies or whatever the fuck it is that he's eating. I don't know. It looks natural. That's the beauty of HDR right there. Look at his suit, his jacket, how it's overshadowing that vibrant blue. Here's another example of HDR right here as well. You see, everything looks natural. It doesn't bleed out. It's a natural explosion right here that shows up. It doesn't hurt your eyes. So that's what HDR does. Gives that natural color tone of contrast and brightness. And even here, of course, see how the reflection to his red sunglasses that he's wearing and the explosion right here. It's very natural. Everything in the distance, even the particles right here are very natural. So everything looks natural right here. That's the beauty of HDR. And let's finish it with this last scene right here. As you can see, everything looks natural in the background with the color, deep blacks. The brightness of 1000 nits, it's perfect on the wide color gamut. So there you have it, guys. This is the best way for me to show you this X-Men Apocalypse. Looks fantastic on HDR 4K TV. Have a good one, guys. Go pick this movie out. Have a good one.